I think we're about to go live here. Both teams are on the lines. We have Ponzi teched up beyond all belief, and the Shotcallers willing and waiting and eager to call the shots as their name decides. Reflex, how's it gonna go? Are you hyped? Are you excited? Is this gonna be as good for you as it feels like it's gonna be for me?
I think it's gonna be a good game, Agro, as we do start the round here. If you're rooting for any of these teams, guys, feel free to drop down some support, show some love to the team you're rooting for, because here we go, they're gonna need it. First 1 to 4 points as both teams start rolling out of their spawn here. Early balls coming out, and already Leonardi does get taken down with Creo, but Polyguy lands a shot by Creos, and Polyguy gets free kills, teched in IVG. What the hell is Polyguy?
How even?
Dragging Ivan, taking them Ponzi, and that is just so many players down for Ponzi scheme.
Yep, that's one player left on their own, doomed to try and help themselves survive, but all three players going up against them, one even hanging out on mid like there's nothing to worry about. Master seems to be surviving at least long enough to take down another player with them. Is it all gonna be on Master's shoulders? Can they actually do something here? Well, the point is about to become captured if they don't get out there, if they're unwilling to fight. And it seems like they're trying to hide, no, they're pushing forward. Here it is, they're pushing forward into midpoint. Master's out on their own. They've got a ball, they know how to use it, they're flinging it in the general direction. They know there's opportunity to be gained here, but the point is being captured. They've got to do something. And unfortunately, or perhaps predictably, they were unable to survive on their own. That first point most definitely falling into the clutches of the Shotcallers.
Yeah, SM being the carry from multiple games earlier, but Polyguy hitting that absolute beast of a free K earlier. That was an absolute shocker in the kill feed to see it absolutely fragging. I remember him not being that good, but damn, he really proved me wrong. Let's say that. Tech getting shot, shooting Leonardi though.
Indeed, it's a first kill, it's an early kill, a lot of commitment out to this midpoint, but Polyguy takes down IVG again. IVG we saw playing just moments ago, a bit of a stub, a bit of a potential leader and controller. Ivan takes down Tech, and it's now 2 versus 3. A little bit of a leveling up action as Master pulls one out on Envy. These 2 versus 1 are going hard. And once again, we saw the Shotcallers a bit of an advantage, but not massively so. The balls are coming out for them. Oh my goodness me, across the dominance of the map. Ivan gets a kill. It is the long-range killer. These balls do fly, and they fly true and hard. Ivan gets the final kill, and that point once again falls to the shot takers. The Shotcallers as shotsmen.
Absolutely. There will be 2 more points for them. If they do get 2 more points, they will be qualifying straight up, winning the map, potentially to the map decider here. But here we go. Envy taking down PONZITECH, and Creos going down as well. That's gonna be very bad for PONZITECH. Already enough, but they do have some sort of hope by taking down one person here. I'm getting the hiccups. Polyguy, the carry, being taken down by IVG.
Speaking of carrying, let me carry you while you survive through the hiccup storm that is coming right now. As we see a 2 versus 3, with the 1 versus 3. Good luck to pick up. There will be a lot riding on this. They are going up against IVG, takes them down. It's now even out things a little bit. They have an opportunity here. Going up against Master, takes out Master.
Okay.
1v1, the carry is coming through to pick up. They know what the game is, they know how to play it, and they are milking it for every last kill that they can get. They have destroyed and take that point for themselves.
The 1v3, the 1v versus 3.
How did that happen?
SM. We have a lot of players from the team Shotcallers right here, just making their each individual plays, just carrying the team SM. 1v3 clutching from the Czech from the Czech EVE12 Division 2 player. Wow. Extremely well played. Kraos though, taking that Polo guy straight away.
That is it. I think a new amount of focus is going to be played on these individual players. Envy going down as well. This is Ponzi waking up. This is Ponzi realizing they can't afford to lose another round. It's all on them. They've got to do something cool. For Ponzi, out on their own, they are forcing a bit of action to take place, but surviving in a 2v1 environment. They know that the map really should be resolved by now. Ponzi goes in, takes down one more SM down. It's Leonardi, but we've seen it before. High expectations that these players can do tremendous amounts of damage out on their own, but it's Master that finishes them off and shows without doubt that numbers is an advantage worth having.
Yeah, that is a win they absolutely did need though. Like, with them being in match point, basically, Team Shotcallers, generally Ponzi's scheme had to do something, and luckily they did actually manage to pull it back here. But here we go, another round. If Shotcallers win this one, they will be moving on to the next map already. But here we go.
I think a lot of it is going to lie in who takes the first kill, and it's Texgate taking down Ivan, so the numbers have fallen in their benefit. But now, bit of retaliation going on by Polo Guy. Takes down Paponzi. A bit of backward action as well, as I'm seeing Leonardi going in and out on their own and possibly surviving. They do long enough to be effective, I don't know, with PJ sneaking in and taking that power up for themselves. Not sure they're going to be able to make use of it though before the timer runs out on them. Although we once again see it in a 1 versus 4 scenario. Polo Guy has been super effective in the early executions that happened on this map, but not so much that they're able to
detect bouncy ball. Detect bouncy ball just bouncing everywhere and finishing him up. He wasn't even looking at him. Wow. That must have been really lucky for Polo Guy.
Humiliation. Bad guys don't look at explosions or bouncy balls. There we go.
Yeah.
So finally, we're kind of entering this phase where it's not quite so clear anymore who is the dominant team, who's the superior team. Although maybe we're gonna see the shot callers waking up a little bit. A couple of kills coming out early, make it 3, and we are back into their form. They know how to play this. They're just teasing us. They're making the game last a little bit longer than it absolutely necessarily needed to. A perfect and overwhelmingly dominant sweep.
You and that goddamn water. Here we go, guys. Though. New round, new me. This if PONZITECH loses this and the Shotcallers win this, Shotcallers will be moving on to be the gold medalists and PONZITECH will be losing. So really this is all on PONZITECH's shoulders to really bring in a victory here. You see them playing kind of carefully here and passively.
Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely going at it. It feels like there's no time to warm up like the time that is the first round. A player falling for each of these two teams. A lot of effort though, staying in and forcing a meta to emerge, where we see SM up in that building trying to get a bit of a sneaky snipe going on, but not really being able to fight against the might that is PJ. Although poor guy gets in a sneaky little kill as well. We're down to a scenario we've seen so many times before. Poor guy versus the world. Takes at least one player with him. Tech going down, but G for PJ. Sneaking in behind and making sure that that is 1 on the board for Ponzi.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, Paulo couldn't clutch up enough. Seems like they still got some grounds to take over, if you know what I mean. But here we go, second round, 1-0 for PONZITECH. Only PONZITECH need to win 3 more to make it to the decider map here, but here we go.
I'm watching a bit of SM from behind, looking to dominate with these long balls, seeing if anything can come out of it. Both teams are being slightly offish Neither one of them really wanting to commit all of their players, but it looks like that that period of the fight might be over.
Getting saved by the shield ability.
My goodness me,
Follow guy
PJ.
going down to PJ Master.
Indeed, they did. Ponzi out on their own and in troubled waters. You see SM has picked up a nice little power for themselves. Is that the multi-ball? They're certainly firing them up at a rate of knots, although none of them seems to be hitting their target. Although, having just said that, Text goes down to a multi-ball ball. The multi-ball seems to have worn off as well. And now is when we see the actual team play.
Ivan getting saved by the shield.
Well,
but here comes PJ Master on an insane flank here, but doesn't really land anything. But they're still clueless to PJ Master's flank. As the point is being capped by Krios, he does get taken down. PJ Master all alone, trying to land some shots, try to clutch it up, but Ivan getting the cap time on behalf of the Shotcallers here. PJ Master just gotta go back to the drawing board and figure something here.
Absolutely. The other thing worthy of note is the fact that they can pick up balls that are lying on the floor, and even if they're multi-balls in use and actively available, it really doesn't matter if you've got like an infinite source of power. But
PJ Master had an explosive ball apparently and blew up himself alongside. Oh, was that a kamikaze maybe?
Possibly. Either way, with the only player
kamikaze
remaining, not the most effective play that could have come out of that. A bit unfortunate, but that's really how this game plays out.
Yeah, it'll be 1-1 for both sides here, so
much more the challenge.
Keep going here.
Ivan picked up a bit of a power-up that could put them in a bold and strong position. Dropping down, trying to make use of it. They're trying to figure out how they can identify a kill and be getting one. There's a couple of balls, 3 balls alongside. There he goes, Ivan going in with Text. Takes them down and picks up their power-up instead. There's so much power and force with all of these balls being fired off. Can't quite find the victim at the moment, but surely you're going to do something right now. One player left alone is PJ. PJ, what can they do? Can they do anything? They've lost their power up. They're out on their own. They're trying to make a kill with a bat, and it's not going to work for them. And finally, my goodness me, they're an Ivan down. Now the numbers are evening up somewhat, but not entirely. There is still 4v1. Ponzi, PJ, not enough of a powerhouse to be able to make all of the difference on their own. They go down. That makes it 1 versus 2 on the scoreboard. And we see another round opening up, the possibilities being renewed.
Absolutely. 2 more points, then it'll be a match decider here for team Shotcallers here. PONZITECH need to really pick up the pace here. Here we go, but the exchanges are happening. SM, one of the top fraggers, do go down actually. Tech also down, so that'll be a 4 versus 4. It's a numbers game at this point, but Ivan gets jumped by 2 people, but Ponzi shoots down Leonardi, and that'll just be 2 players left from team Shotcallers. Polo Guy and Envy, the 2 top fraggers, but Envy eventually takes on PJ Master, but Ponzi takes on Polo Guy. That'll be just Envy all alone, the top fragger. Can he clutch this up? We've seen multiple clutches come from this team before, but he's just being surrounded, shot from every angle, but somehow he's dodging every single ball coming right at him. He must be from the Matrix, man, but I wouldn't see Envy picking up any abilities yet, but he's just running around trying to do anything he can here. I don't think he's looking for abilities either, but
no, I don't think he is either. He's definitely had an opportunity to pick 1 or 2 of them up and has seemingly actively avoided it, but this cannot be avoided. There is the point being captured. If they do not do something about it, regardless of their capabilities to stay alive, they simply won't win it, and that'll be an unfortunate and disappointing way to lose against this player. Now that they see themselves confronted by the possibility of having to go to midpoint, they are alone and taken out by IVG. IVG takes them down, and Ponzi gets another tick on the board, leveling it up to 2-2, which seems to be a little bit more of a realization of the capability of these teams. A little bit dominated on one side when we looked at the last map. Now things are evening out. These players, neither one of them really wants to say that we are the best, or you are not as good as me, or even the other way around. Envy getting a kill on IVG. That is a nice little opener for them. Hopefully we'll see something come from that. I don't know whether it's true though.
Yeah, absolutely. But one player down, that is huge momentum for Team Shotcallers here, as they have one more player. That's more dot balls that will be thrown around, but Papanzi landing a nice shot on SM here, catching him from a far distance. But it seems like the Leonardo with the shield wants to go in here, try to go for a pick, but misses a lot of the balls here. He gets shot actually, but luckily to the shield he survives. Ponzi taken down by Envy though, as it is a 4v3. It's still a numbers game to advantage. Another numbers down though by Tech, being shot down by Envy. That's a 2-4. Now this is all the Shotcallers game, as Krios actually does take down Ivan. One by one they might go down here, because you know 2v3 isn't so bad. You're still 2 people, and easily if you're 3 people you can have one mess up real fast here. PONZITECH sticking together.
They are, and that's a clue to this. It's what must be done. Sticking together close enough that they're able to be effective, but not so close that they become a target in and of themselves. Krios going down to the ball of Envy though. Only PJ Master left on their own. I wonder, are they effective? Are they hiding? No, they are ready to come out and face their foes. They are fully aware of the possibility that they might be taken down. Although with a point being captured, they are willing to eager to do something about it. And they do, they get a kill off with that fat kill, but it's still not enough to be able to defend them against the power of the Shotcallers, as we see a third light lit up on their scoreboard. It is now 2 versus 3. Shotcallers back in a position where they are able and willing to take the entirety of this map simply by capturing the next point.
And the tournament.
Well,
this is the match
indeed.
point for the whole tournament right here. This is where it matters for Team Shotcallers. But now that they lose SM and a full aggression coming in from PONZITECH, they've called this, they've communicated this. They were going to go in for a full push, but an insane explosion coming in, taking down 2 players from PONZITECH. An explosion countered that whole big push here. It's a 2v2. Somehow the Shotcallers managed to bring it back here after PONZITECH's insane strategy to just all rush in on one person. As Enemy gets a bounce on PJ Mazda, that'll be a 2 versus 1 in favor of the Shotcallers, somehow bringing it back after PONZITECH's genius strategy here to start pushing it back to possibly win, but it's all backfiring at them, unfortunately.
Yep, Ponzi and Krios is out on their own, trying to pull something out of the bag. They know where this player is going to be playing from, and so they are approaching them with full force. They have just seen the position they're in. I think they've lost their power-up, and yet there is a power-up there to be taken. Approaching yet another one. They see some effort going out there. They really want to do something effective with this, and yet they do know they do something effective. There goes Leonardi. It's back down to 1v1. No one team has the advantage. No one player has the advantage. Everything to play for. There goes Envy, takes down Krios, and we see Shotcallers dominating. GGs are being called. That is it. That is the ultimate win. That is the way to go down. That is the way to prove your dominance in this, the major league game. My goodness, we reflect. That was a finish.
Shotcallers will be the grand champions of the EU brackets of the Major League Mayhem Übercharged. Congratulations everyone on the team the Shotcallers, and what an amazing gameplay and a performance from PONZITECH. I see that PONZITECH did actually come up with a really great strategy there, but unfortunately someone got really lucky with one of their abilities that just had an explosion ball ready for them, shot him straight away down, and what can you do about that, really? Unfortunate for PONZITECH, but I'll give it that PONZITECH had the best logo and a team name. I'll say that. They had they won that in my heart. But yeah,
it's a tough one for sure. They absolutely, in both teams there, we saw fully capable, fully embracing the experience that was the Major League Mayhem. There's so much to see, so many activities taking place, and that mid-fight, I think I will remember that for days. That was so hard fought. Oh my goodness me, the strats, the plays, the experience. I am just beside myself with the enjoyment that I had in seeing these two masterful teams really taking it to the wire.
Absolutely. What a beautiful place from everyone from this whole game, to be honest. Everyone has done their own part, and I would like to genuinely believe that this was a great grand finals, to be honest, despite it ending so quickly with a 4-2 on the last map and 4-2 on the previous map. You know, the better team wins at the end, and what can you do really about it? You know what I mean?
I mean, all we can do is enjoy it for the glory that it was. That was an experience that I won't soon forget. That the entire thing, the entire endeavor today has really been about the Trevor Project, helping these people out, making sure that we give where we can as a community. I think that we all appreciate the possibilities that arise when we come together, when we give our money. I'm sure that in any moment somebody's going to type !charity in chat, and we'll all see ways of donating the cash and donating the scrap. You do that. Cheers, bud.
Never
Appreciate.
mind. Never mind.
Already done. Already done, boys.
Beat me to it.